that's probably going to be in your space for right now, just for a little bit until that inborn gift starts to come. Okay. See, Oya's proverb is you are your worst, you are your best friend, and you are your worst enemy. Okay. Your best friend is your worst enemy. Okay. And then Obatala is like the head of Odus. Like I said, boundaries and things of that nature. So does Oya have anything else to say? And no, she does not. Okay, so that is Oya. So right here is Yemoja. So she is the one that is speaking next. Yemoja is the mother. Okay. Yemoja, also known in this pantheon or this Odu, is called Odi. Odi gives everything big. Odi is where the hole was first dug. So something that you're going to start in this next, like this inborn gift that's going to come online, that you're going to have to work at, is there's going to be frustration. There's going to be people who may take advantage of you because of the Obatala. However, you have to strengthen your boundaries and you have to allow the change to happen, because there is an inborn gift. Odi talks about where the hole is first up. So something that you're going to start now is going to be in your space 3 years, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months from now, maybe a year from now. You may pass it on to your children. If you don't have children yet, or you plan to have children, that may be a tradition or a legacy, but it all stems back to this right here now, this little tantamount moment. Okay, so let's see what she has to say. She also deals with big business. Like, she gives everything big. Okay, this person is talking about missing your mother. If you're not missing your mother, maybe you'll miss her soon, or maybe you have missed her in the past, because these readings cover a little bit about your past, what's going on with you right now, and 14 days to a month and a half into the future. Okay, so be careful. There are 3 people who pretend to be interested in you: a white person, a gray hair person, and another. Be careful none of them bring you gossip and kind of say that you did it. Be careful that none of them try to bring you sickness, because COVID and the flu and stuff is still kind of real. Yes. Okay, Odi says you're psychic right now. You have the gift of seeing your enemies in your sleep. So if you're getting good sleep, that means about at least 5 hours, 4 hours for rest and repair, and then allowing that REM to step on, then you'll be able to get the messages that your spirit guides and ancestors are trying to give to you. Okay? Odi talks about where the hole was first dug. So again, when I said something you're going to start is going to be very long lasting. Alcohol or alcoholic beverages right now. Make sure you follow all your hunches. Make sure you follow psychic right now. Very much a psychic thing. Making sure that you pay attention to your dreams. Well, he also says, make sure that when you go into the plaza, you don't go, try to stay on the edges. Don't go so much in the middle. And it's probably good too, because in the edges of the shopping cart or the shopping center or the grocery store, that's where all the healthier stuff is. It's in the middle is where all the things are highly processed or manufactured and things like that. Okay? She does right? Okay, and your last one is Shango. Shango Kawo Kabiesi. So Shango Kawo Kabiesi deals with money, fame, reputation. So on a good thing, good money, good fame, good reputation. On a bad thing, bad money, bad fame, bad reputation. So his thing is like, you know, the king does not lie. Keep all your promises, no matter how big or small, even to yourself. Like, make sure you're being. Here we go. Okay, money gonna be a little funny right now. Right? It's kind of like carrying water in baskets. You know, you can't carry water in baskets. It's got a whole bunch of holes and stuff. Okay, that's kind of how it's going to be right now. It's a little bit more touch and go. Okay, so again, you got to keep your promises, no matter how big or how small. You know, you got to keep them, and including to yourself. Okay, there are people who not really they don't like you. Let's just be honest, they don't like you. But you know, if you're not doing anything correct, you're not gonna have haters. So when you think about it, you know, people walk past pennies all the time. They walk past pennies. They even walk past change now, since the way the change is. But why do they walk past it? Because it's of no value. You know what I'm saying? It has no value. People only start paying attention to you when you begin to have value. So Shango is saying lies turning into truth, and truth turning into life. But your life may be so Hollywood right now that people are not believing you. But that's okay. That's not your problem. That's their problem. You must tell the truth for your own spiritual life. You come to me and say, hey, Tamanna, if I tell the truth, it's going to cause a lot of drama. And I'm not really interested in drama, especially since you told me not to fight. And then that's what I'm going to tell you. Make sure you table it. Table it for the next 2 weeks at least. Table it for 2 weeks. Okay? Then discuss it. Okay? All right. Let's talk about you like commerce or business. Jungle is saying, you know, it may be kind of hard right now, but if you continue to plow through, if you continue to persevere, it could turn out very well. Like, it could turn out really good if you continue to plow through and pay a lot of attention to it. Okay? Not everything is perfect. Not everything is like 1,000% right out the back. Okay? If you do find somebody and you do end up dating, don't abuse them. You're like, they can bring you a lot of luck. Okay, so that's okay, so let's recap, because I said a lot. Someone says, hey, make sure that you keep all your promises, no matter how big or small. You have some haters, but if you are not doing it right, then you will not have haters. You only get haters when you're doing it right. You pay a lot of attention to your business, put a lot of effort in, it will come out well. If you end up being with somebody, being in a mate or in a mate type situation, they could be good to you, so don't abuse them. Keep all your promises, no matter how big and how small. Money is gonna be a little funny. It's just gonna be a little funny, but you know, keep going, because it don't rain all the time. Just gotta outlast the season, right? And then Yemoja is talking about, hey, if you're missing an emotional mother, make sure that you go see your mom. When's the last time you see your mom? Whether she's alive or dead. When's the last time you go put some flowers on or set up an ancestor altar? If you want to know more about how to set up an ancestor altar or ancestor veneration, check out my link tree. I do have a free class that is available probably until the summer. Then I'm going to start charging. But it's free right now. It's about an hour long. Tells you all the ins and outs, how to set it up, how to communicate with them, like the basic one. The basics, okay? And then if you want the advanced class, I have an advanced class as well, where you can also use their dowsing rods to communicate with them. OD gets everything big, so whatever you're going to do right now at this time, whatever habits you establish, they're going to be with you for a long, long time. And she also says that you're psychic. Like, pay attention to your hunches, pay attention to your dreams. You have 3 people who pretend to be interested in you, but they're not for your best interest. One is a white person, one is one with gray hair, and another. Make sure that none of them bring you gossip and say you said it, and make sure that none of them bring you any sickness and stuff like that, right? What else did she say? Oh, when you go to the marketplace, try to stay on the outside corners process. So it's basically talking about diet. Make sure focus on that diet and stuff just a little bit, just for the next couple of weeks to a month, okay? And then you have Oya. Oya is the deity of change. She says you got a lot of changes going on. You need to allow these changes to happen. So you have two Orishas that told you, hey, change is a good thing. You need to allow these changes to happen. And she says if not, then it could be bring you setbacks and have you spiraling down versus spiraling up. So the law can intervene, something can get out of control. When it was just minuscule, it gets blown out of proportion. And that's because of y'all saying you need to change, you need to change, you need to change, okay? Also, again, you have haters. Don't leave things lying around. Try not to argue. You may be easily frustrated at this time because, things may not be working out right. You're trying to find a date with somebody. But she said, don't argue. Don't argue because it could be your tragedy. So don't argue with anything. Make sure that you understand that everything takes time and has patience, okay? I think that's it with her. Okay. Then Obatala was last. Obatala says that he's the head of Odu. He's the king, right? He is the chief. So think of it in Native Americans, the chief. He would be Obatala. While all the youngsters rush in and be like, try to strong arm. He's been there, done that. He knows things take time, things take season. Sometimes it's rest, sometimes it's work. But either way, the boat moves slow, but the boat is steady and the boat will last a long time. So we're talking about longevity, long-term plans, legacy, things like that. But Obatala also says you need to work on your boundaries because your boundaries are not strong enough. You're giving too much of your energy away where it's to the point of robbery of time, money, and energy. Also, again, your family does not want to give you credit. You have to fight on the inside and outside of your family in order to get credit. Alofi wants you to have patience with this because you are of a priestess or goddess type energy. So even if you don't get initiated or try to pursue that now, just know that it still may come up even in your lifetime, even when you get older, okay? Be careful of sun exposure. Be careful of rain exposure. It also talks about dreams of richness and wealth. So you have three deities that are saying that, talking about business and or richness and wealth and things of that nature. But it's all going to come through an unborn gift. This is one of the reasons why they asked you to get a lodestone. A lodestone is a stone, and it'll probably be in my B-roll, is a stone, you should get two because they work in pairs, work in tandem, is to attract prosperity. It's a very feminine stone. So if you're working on your femininity, especially if you're trying to attract somebody, you need to work on your femininity and thus having things around you that are also feminine. And a lodestone is one of that. But a lodestone is not just a femininity, it is a aristocratic, it is a powerful type thing. That means rulers were using these, people in high positions were using this to attract power to them. So a lodestone will be very beneficial to you at this time. Just to remind you that lodestones are magnetic. So if you're pulling on it and there's no magnetic attraction, that's not a true lodestone. You need to get it's naturally magnetic, and that's how we know it's feminine, because it's magnetism. Femininity is magnetism. Electricity is masculinism. So goes with that. And then what else? I think that's about it. So this time we have any questions. So I'm going to look and see if we have any questions. No one is here. So I hope this was helpful and I hope this was insightful. Let me know how it is. Let me know how it goes. And I will see you next time, next Saturday at the next Dowsing Live Q&A. Take care. Bye.